Yo, 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 we live on location here in City Beautiful, Orlando, Florida. I got the blackest one with me, the winner of the NAACP Excellence in the Community Award winner today. Hey, today, right now we got a special guest. Hey, call him Champ when you refer to him.
Yeah,
we got
champion.
Mr. He won 2 dunk contests. He ain't really get the credit for it, but that's all right. We're going to talk about that later on, man. We got the Champ. He got the right trophy with him now. He got the man. He got that Lario. We got Aaron Gordon in the building.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, big dog.
Man, already, man.
Champ in the building. Tap in.
First of all, man, we appreciate you on the show, man. You our guy.
Man,
You know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
y'all,
Nay,
man.
we miss you down here in Orlando, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's
I miss
all
y'all
good.
too.
When you go off to win chips, man, we can't complain about that, man.
Yeah,
we can't
champ.
complain about that.
Appreciate y'all having me on.
Presented by Sleeper.
When you first got to the league, who was the first person to bust your ass?
Oh, truth.
Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce.
That
when I
triple
first-
threat shit, huh?
Man, and he was in the
Step
Wizards.
back.
He was at the Wizards too.
Oh.
You got hold to the old Pierce, the OG,
Yeah.
triple OG.
Triple OG. I
Still
came in.
got it though.
Still got it. I came in. I was athletic as hell. Y'all know I
He
was
love
playing
athletic guys.
1,000
Jumping.
miles per hour. Yeah, exactly. So he fake a back cut. He come back up to the top. I'm thinking he going to post up on the block. He's shooting a wide open 3 at the top. I'm like, man, how did you even just? And he was just playing chess with me. I was out there playing checkers. He was playing chess. He bust my ass.
San Jose, you won state as a sophomore. Was it like was your high school like it already had a history before you got there? Because I see like y'all won state 2 years in a row and, you know, went to the championship the last year.
Was they already a powerhouse,
Were they
or you
already a
made them a
powerhouse and that what
powerhouse?
made you go there?
You know, my brother, big bro, Drew, he made it a powerhouse because he put him on the national scene. He went to state a couple of times. They never won. They played modern day. And then once I got there, I was able to finish the job and kind of just put over to that hump.
How was it like your sophomore year? You went state after your sophomore year. Was you feeling yourself going into your junior year?
Yeah, man. I feel like my junior year, I just feel like we couldn't be stopped. You know what I mean? I feel like I was basically the same size as I am now. You know what I mean? Playing against high schoolers, so it was easy, man.
Would you say that was when you got to like your peak athleticism, probably like your junior year, where it was like it's over now?
Yeah, I think so. My junior year, that was like where you didn't even have to stretch. You could just walk out.
Walk out, throw it
360
between the
East
legs.
Bay. Yeah, you already know.
Ooh, boy, those some good memories there,
Yes,
boy. I
sir.
couldn't 360 East Bay, but I just know what he's saying
You know
with
what
the
I'm
just
talking
no
about.
stretching, just kaboom.
Exactly, and you recover by eating the damn McNugget sandwiches, so like that. You know what I mean? Going to get some Burger King after that. You don't need to ice down or nothing.
None of that stuff. I'm from East St. Louis, and Chicago is the big city, you know. All the kids in Chicago, like Q and all them the guys, you know, when you from a smaller city that's inside the state that you want to prove that you better or you can just play just as good as the city kids. You got LA, you from San Jose. Was that junior year, was a feeling like, yeah, I want to win Mr. Basketball and state to show that I'm individually the best player and our team is the best?
I mean, yeah. There are only 2 people that won California Mr. Basketball twice. Is J Kidd and Tyson Chandler. So I won it twice. So I'm like, they put me in that clause. In San Jose, as far as basketball goes, it's not really like that. You know what I mean? And nobody from San Jose made it to the league.
Okay.
Other than me and my brother. My brother got in there. Respect, you know what I mean? 1 or 2
Straight up,
games,
love.
you know what I mean? He laced them up. But I had to go to like Oakland and Hayward, Frisco, Fremont. I had to go down to Dago in LA. I had to go seek out the competition. So I was spending my time in Oakland, the town, looking for that competition just so I could prove myself like that. Yeah.
That you good enough, because I know all the kids from LA was always getting the hype because they in LA.
Yeah, Oakland too.
How much did your brother, you saying how your brother came before you, how much did he impact like you coming up? Like, you know how it is, the big bro always beat up on the little bro until he don't. So how long was it for you until like, how much did he impact you coming up, and then at what point did you first beat him?
A lot, man. He impacted me a lot. Because I was smaller than he was growing up, I had to use my perimeter game, you know what I mean? I had to use my quickness to get around him. I had to use my ball handling around him. And then probably once I got to like maybe my junior, senior year, that's when I was like, he came home from college. He was still a different animal. You know, when you go to college,
Right.
you different beast, but that's when I could like actually size up with him, like try and dunk on him and stuff like that, you know, to match up with him.
Tell me this, when you crazy athletic type dude, at what age was your first dunk ever?
Man, I was about 12.
You dunked were you dunking the regular ball or you dunking like tennis ball, volleyball, then regular ball?
Tennis ball first, and then I just went to the regular ball. I was throwing the lob to myself, so I would throw it up and then let it bounce and then go up and jump and then try and like rim graze.
Yeah, I was tennis ball, volleyball, girls ball, then the big ball. Who in your family was like tall for y'all to have the height? I know your sister got height, your brother got height, like your pops got height, like.
The legend has it in the family said, like my great grandpa was like a 7'4" Native American, like chief. You know what I mean? Like that's a legend in the family. Yeah, big chief. That's where we got the height from.
That's dope. So wait a minute, you played AAU with Stanley Johnson, and then they got to beat y'all in the state senior year?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That was
My young boy, Stanimal.
Stanimal. He was cold. He was one of them dudes in high school that was the same size too.
Strong,
like the same size he is now. Yeah. So he was shooting the deep ball. He was shooting it from NBA range in high school. So that was something we hadn't seen.
Did he win four?
I think he did.
I think Stanley was like he went to Modern Day, right? Like Shea Cotton. He went to Modern Day and like he came up out of there like I think he won 4.
I think he did too.
And he was like he still is like the legend up out of there for what he did in high school.
He's a bad boy, man. He rained on my senior year parade. I thought I was about to get 3 in a row and get up out of there,
Mike,
man. Yeah, I swear.
Talk to me about, bro, like when you coming out of high school and you get to go, you get selected to the McDonald's All-American game. For most of us, I can't say for all of us, but most of us on that NBA journey, that's kind of like one of the first little, the check marks on your journey to get to the league. Like that's like one of the first things. Like if you made it here, bro, you got a good, you know what I'm saying? You on your way kind of. So like you get to that game though, but you got Julius Randle, Andrew Wiggins, Jabari Bird, Jabari Parker, Bobby Porter. You got all these dudes that's about to go to the NBA. Like how was that for you coming from San Jose, your neck of the country where you this, but then now you coming together with all these guys. And you still had a good turnout. You killed the dunk contest there and did your shit, but like MVP. How was that?
Oh, yeah, I got MVP.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm about to say. You come out of that MVP, like how did you walk out of that game feeling like I'm the shit, or it's like, all right, I'm on my way?
I was like, damn, I don't want to go to college.
I should be number one.
Damn, I'm trying to go to
I'm supposed to be gone.
Damn, I'm supposed to go to the A right now.
I should be number one in this zone.
That's crazy. That's the thought process. Like, fuck that. I should be on with it.
Yeah, facts.
Could it have been anybody else outside of Arizona that almost got you?
Yeah, I was thinking about Kansas, actually.
All right, we got that in common.
Took a visit?
Mm-hmm. Took a visit to Kansas. I really liked it. Like Bill Self. Washington too with Romar. Where you would have went?
Romar was St. Louis U coach when I came out. I committed to St. John's with Mike Jarvis and Omar Cook. We was like the second recruiting class. But Romar was my guy.
Yeah.
Like my guy. Like I had to get away from the crib. That's the hood right across the street. I had to get away from the crib, so I couldn't stay in St. Louis. That was just like a no-brainer. But I love Romar. I'm tell you the story about Romar that almost got me. I went to my visit at St. Louis U, and Romar had me stand under the goal, and he was like, "Man, let me see your arm with your arms up. How tall you is?" So I raised my arms up. So he's like, man, you think I can dunk on you? And I'm like, fuck dawg, you can't dunk on me. What the fuck? You tripping? I'll send that shit. So he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna try to dunk on you. So, I'm thinking he bullshitting, finna come with a little layup and just lay it up and I'm finna punch that shit. He jumped and cocked that bitch back, damn near dunked it. It just went off the back of the rim and just went out. I was like, yes. I would never live that down if he would have dunked on me on my recruiting trip.
Light flash before his eyes.
Oh, bro, I'm talking about because he played how he was playing, and I'm looking at him like, man, you old man, you ain't even dunking no more. Like, come on now. And he almost dunked on me, but Romar was my guy, man. Shout out to Romar, man.
How was it when once you got to Arizona? Like, that's your first time, you know, kind of being away from the family on your own, and like you playing on college. When you got the practice, did you feel like I'm about to dominate this shit, or did you feel like I got some work to do? Because like sometimes we see it right away. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you get there, you can kind of see in those workouts and the little pickup games. Like, when did you see like I'm about to have a good first year?
Man, if I'm gonna keep it a bean, I didn't even think I was gonna go to college.
Oh, you was about to leave. You wanted to go straight away.
Yeah, my freshman year in high school, sophomore year in high school, I was like, man, I'm trying to go to the league, man. I'm not even thinking about college. And then they changed the rule to that 1 year, like my sophomore, junior year. So I was like, okay, so let me just.
Damn, so you was one of them dudes living in real time when the whole rule changed. So you was a sophomore when they changed it.
I'm thinking the whole time, I'm like, man, I'm not even going. I'm not going to college. Like, I'm not finna go pick a.
We ain't never had one of you on here.
You know what I mean? Why? And then
it makes sense.
Went to Arizona. My senior year of high school, I was like, man, this shit is boring. Like, I'm tired. I'm getting triple teamed by dudes that are like 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" centers. You know what I mean? This shit is boring. So when I got to Arizona, and then the competition was a little bit better. The guys were older. Like, you know, they was like 22, 23. I was 17, 18, stronger, understand the game. I was excited again. I was coming home from practice like, okay, I wasn't all that great today, but I'm gonna get them tomorrow. You know what I mean? And that was when I was like, okay, it got me going. It got let a game again. You know what I mean?
When you first started like getting out there to play your first few games, did you notice that your athleticism, like, okay, yeah, I'm still different out here. Like, even though I was different in high school, now I see that like I'm still standing out even on this level now. At what point did you realize that?
Man, preseason, I caught a lob on Roy Hibbert.
Okay, Georgetown, Roy Hibbert by 7'2", 7'3",
that's
or
all,
something.
you feel me? That's a big boy. You know what I mean? Somebody threw me a lob and I caught him. He tried to do one of them and lean into me like that. I was like, okay. I think I could still do this. So I was just like beating everybody down the floor and catching lobs, catching tip dunks. You know, trying to do all the intangible stuff because like my game wasn't where it needed to be to, you know, like really, really impact winning. But I was just trying to do all the little things.
What made you decide to just get up out? Like, just like, all right, I'm out. Like, this ain't it. I'm ready to just go.
Or was it back to the straight out of high school thing?
That's a good question. I think that's kind of what it was. I was just trying to hustle up and get to the A.
Yeah.
Man, it was hard for me to even say. Like in the conference, I was like, man, I'm going to the NBA. You know what I mean? Because like we dream of that as a kid. You know what I mean? Sean Miller, shout out Sean Miller. He was my college coach.
Yeah.
He was like, AG, you probably going to be about top 10. You should probably go.
Yeah.
And I respect him for that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of college coaches that'll be like, you going late first round, second round.
Yeah.
You're gonna stay here. They won't pick you. You're not gonna be good.
They'll
bullshit with you, so you stay in the program.
Stanley weren't there together. He came after you left, right?
Yeah, he came one year after me. He said, AG, if you stay, you could play point guard for me next year, but you should go.
Well, how many teams you work out for?
I worked out for about, I want to say from about 4 to about 8. So 14.
About 14? Yeah.
Steak dinners, chilling.
That was pretty much it.
Conversations.
Convos, little competition, little one-on-ones.
Yeah, I bust his ass in our workout when I had to work out for a team.
Dang.
Killing him.
Dang.
Killing him.
That don't even sound confident the way he said it right there, right? It's cool because I got video footage of me winning the game on him, so it's good.
I don't know about that.
I got receipts, B.
I got the receipts.
You was one of the people that went to the draft, got the fit, you know what I'm saying, was all up in there and all your splendor, your family. I got to know what that was like, you know what I'm saying? This is something we all dreamed about our whole life. Like you got the full tilt. You got to go to New York, to the green room, family, all that. Like, what was all that like? That experience, flying your family out, then like the ultimate when you walk across that stage and shake the hand and say, "I'm in the league." What was all that like for you?
Man, that was wild, man. That's wild time.
Same thing you see every year.
Every year I felt like I just kind of like floated across the stage. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't even feel my legs. You feel me? Like, that shit was wild. You know, like I didn't know I was going 4. I thought I was going like 8 to Sacramento or like 7 to LA. And then I jumped all the way up to 4. So I was like, oh man, quick in and out. I was in my suit. I'm telling you, like I was 18 years old, but we was turning up after that. I'm trying to tell you, we was turning all the way up.
Yeah.
New York City.
New York City, we were up all night and after that, and then just flew right to Orlando after that to do some press. It was a dream come true, man, being there with my family.
Yeah, how was it when you seen your pop's face and your mom's face and just the expression of them just seeing what was going on, like all this is coming to fruition?
Just having my family around was an amazing thing, you know? Like my grandpa and grandma, they passed away, but they were able to experience that with me. So like, it was like, just like perfect, you know what I mean? Like, cause they got to see me accomplish something that they had seen me chasing since I was a little boy.
Yeah.
How was it when you got to Orlando? You know, the first year you had the foot injury, you kind of was up and down with that. How was the adjustment from, you know, college to the league? And like you say, you was going through basically a rebuild. I was just here previously before you got here. Dwight, everything, he left, and it was like the team was in shambles trying to figure it out and rebuild. And I'm just being honest, they was in shambles trying to rebuild, bro, and figure things out and rebound back from that. And he was one of the first pieces to come. So I just want to know how it felt for him to come into an organization like that, where it's kind of like, it's nothing really solid right now. It was no culture. It was no, like he said, he had like 3-4 different coaches, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Front office was in flux at the time. It still wasn't really set. Like, you know what I'm saying? They've gotten stronger and got things situated now with front office and coach. But like when he was here, every year was something different.
Yeah, it was everywhere.
So how was that for you to come into a scenario like that?
Man, that was tough. I'm not even gonna lie. I was 18 years old. I'm from the West Coast too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm watching the Lakers, I'm watching the Warriors, I'm watching the Suns, Seattle. I'm watching all West Coast teams. I really ain't know about Orlando until like a little bit of Shaq and Penny, but mostly like Dwight and like that team, like Hedo and Jameer and all them. So I got there. I didn't know much about the organization. And I was dealing with injuries, foot injuries, ankle injuries, knee injuries, whatever. And then I would put my work in, and then they would fire the coach. You know what I mean? So you got to start all over as a 19-year-old.
I just to build this rapport with him, and then he gone.
Exactly. Yeah. So maybe this coach like you, next coach don't like you. He don't like how you rocking. You're not his guy. Same thing. Next year, I have 5 different coaches in 5 years and 4 different general managers on a team that's just like, so it's like running on a treadmill, running in quicksand.
That's
like there's no traction.
Pace,
bro.
Boy.
There's no traction. You couldn't do nothing. Couldn't get nothing done.
Did that give you the feeling that you ultimately wanted to leave? Because, you know, we love our teammates, we love the fans, we love the city. Because I know how much you love Orlando.
Yeah,
like how
I
much
do.
love you get around here in Orlando is just crazy. And that takes into it. It's like we take a beating for the people that love us, and the team ain't trying to get it together and get it right. But was that the ultimate decision to just like, yeah, I got to get up out of here?
Man, you're right, man. That's a good point. He said we take a beating for the people that love us. It's real.
For real.
I think, you know, it was like really tough. I think when Markel got hurt, that was tough because Kels is such a like solid point guard, you know what I mean? So it was like, man, we finally got a boy, you know what I mean? We got a dog. That's what I'm saying. And then J.I. was kind of hurt a little bit too. So I was kind of starting to see the same type of trend happen. I was like, you know, I think it's time. Like I got to score 27, 12, and 8 assists for us to be in the game.
And guard the best player.
And guard the best player on the other side. For us just to be in the game, 25, 12, and 8. And like that's a lot of work, man. I wasn't able to do that. You know what I mean? I'll own up to that. I wasn't able to do that. I needed a lot of help. So I had to go find some help.
I gotta get into this dunk contest stuff, man, because we know, like, we sitting here right now with the greatest dunker to never win the actual dunk contest, and he probably should have 2 or more trophies. Like, this is not
top
normal.
5 in dunking.
And didn't get what you deserved, though. And then
Yeah,
it's also, not only did you like do regular, like it's like a lot of people that don't think, they feel like he should have, but then it's like judges and people that was voting and saying he should have won. Like, wait, this is not real. So we gotta get into this, because I was there. Hey, Black, I told you, I was there in Toronto. Remember, Andre Drummond was part of it. You might not remember because he went out in the first round and he said this himself. Like, he said it, he was with me. He was like, damn, this is impressive. Like, we was sitting there together in awe. Yeah. Like, bro, I was there. It was cold as shit in T-Dot. And I remember being in that arena. Oh, man. And I remember just sitting there like, I'm not even thinking. I can remember when we came in to check in, it was like, I saw you go that way, Will Barton over here. It was like, oh, this might be cool.
Yeah.
I was not knowing it was about to be legendary like that, bro. Like, clean. I just need, like, what was your thoughts when it really got to the nitty gritty, when it was you and Zach doing that, going tit for tat? Like, you bringing out stuff, y'all throwing the whole kitchen sink, and it's like, bro, what the fuck else can y'all do?
Yeah, I was just like, I'm about to do some shit. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I was thinking. Yeah. Like, don't nobody else really know what I'm about to do except for maybe my agent and maybe my family. That's it. So I'm like, look, when I throw this down, it's over. The dunk contest is coming home with me. Yeah. When I go under both legs stuff? In the NBA crazy. Dunk contest, man, that's never been seen before
at all. Was on like the glider joint. Yeah, remember that? Yeah. That's like that's some more
little height. So I thought that was I thought it was a wrap after that. I was going like this. I was like, it's wrapped up. Let's go home. You know what I mean? But I probably should have went like this. You know what I mean? Just something as simple as that. You feel me?
How did you feel like with like? Because it's one thing for us. We get caught up in ourselves sometimes. Like, man, we should have won that. But then when you get out of it and you see social media, you see basically the world, like. Even Zach at one point was like, bro, like
he was like, yeah, maybe we should share this.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how does that feel? Like, I mean, I know that's got to make you feel a little bit better, but at the end of the day, we who we are, and you ain't got that trophy at the crib. That's the difference. Exactly. Like, that's the ultimate validation that he deserved, and it's like, bro, I ain't get one of them.
That's ice cold, bro. It's ice
that's
cold.
Like cold.
It's ice cold because it would have been nice to have the dunk contest trophy. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think I deserved one.
I'm with you.
Definitely
100%. I'm 100%.
I think everybody agrees that you deserve one.
The second one in Chicago, when I jumped over Taco, you know,
Taco Fall, bro. That's right. That's 7-5.
Did I get all the way over him? Did I not get all the way over him? That's what I'm saying, man. That's good enough, man. Let me get that trophy. Let's get up out of here, man.
And they did it again too.
Did it again, man. Cold, ice cold. But D Wade, he played with Derrick Jones.
Yeah. So that's what I was about to ask you. Do you think, like, D-Wade my brother, he know he my brother, but like,
yeah, of course,
we can say this in front of the world. It's all fair game. Do you think it was a real heat culture moment going on where he was staying with his brethren and he was being loyal to the heat culture right there, where he gave the nod to Derrick Jones Jr.?
Yeah, I think it was. But at the same time, you know, like, should I have won? I think so. But you can't discredit Zach LaVine.
Ever.
You know what I mean? He was doing some crazy stuff too. And you can't discredit Derrick Jones Jr. as a dunker too. So you know what I mean? It's a little bit of a toss-up. But
like a bittersweet. I should get one, but I don't want to diss them because they is solid dunker.
Exactly. But do I think some under the table might, you know what I mean? Kind of like passing around as far as the judging was going.
You just gonna, what you gonna be? You gonna be the talk when they say Zach LaVine and Derrick Jones. You gonna have them young fellas like, yeah, you know, AG beat them that one time.
He easily gonna be like the most talked about dunk contest guy that didn't actually win. Like, he gonna be talked about as if he won but didn't win. Because he did. Like, that's the fact. So, like, he gonna get that glory because whenever they go to talk about it, that was one of the top 5 dunk contests in the history of the game, period. Really? That shit was a show.
Yeah, that was top 3 to me, man.
Across the board, when you got out of there, social media, everywhere else, that's all they was talking about. These two brought the dunk contest back. They put it back on the map, y'all. Put it, like, how was that feeling to know that, like, okay, I didn't win, but my consolation prize is like,
the world
the biggest part was like, even though, like, you know, it wasn't this, like, the dunk contest had been down. They had been about to take that thing out for a long time. Y'all like put life back into it. Like, oh wait, these dudes can think of something new and like be more innovative and stuff. Cause like at that point, we like, what can anybody else do? Right. And then y'all came and flipped the table like, bitch, we doing this. Like, damn. I was like, yo. Y'all did some different shit, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it was cool, man. They call me the People's Champ. Yeah,
hey, there it is, People's Champ.
It was cool. I was in Toronto. Yeah, real champ.
You know, you had solidified one time.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take it, man.
I take the better champ. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Right. Hey, tell me this, out of you personally, right? Your history in the dunk contest speak for itself, but if you had to choose your favorite dunk out of any of them, what's your favorite dunk?
Oh, I mean, I think my favorite dunk was the scoop, where I scooped it around.
Oh.
Where Buddy was spinning around.
Was spinning on the hoverboard
like that, and I spun the opposite way and scooped that. I think that was probably my like.
The visual was crazy.
Yeah, that was a steezy. You know what I mean? That shit was like real steezy.
The visual was definitely nuts on that. That's why I was saying like, because he's elevated like at least 2-3 inches on the hoverboard, and he, like you say, he was just hitting the 360, and that bitch went and hit it the other way.
Yeah, that one was crazy.
You first heard Denver is where you were going. What was your first reaction to it?
I was unsure a little bit.
Yeah.
I was unsure. It was between like actually Portland with Dame, Denver, Boston, and Houston. Houston, they was gonna give me the keys. They were like, "Shoot, we'll let you play." You know what I mean? We want to see you expand your game. Boston, it would have been cool. Just with them 2 other dogs, 2 boys. Denver just felt like the perfect fit. It almost felt like it was like the college team again. When I picked Arizona, it was because I could play that small forward position. I could play, or that power forward position. It was right there. Same thing with Denver. That's what they needed. They needed like a defensive stopper, somebody that could be intangible, be a glue guy, and get in where get in where it fit in. So I was like, man, this might be perfect. This is gonna work out.
How hard is it for you? Because I feel like you are a 20-point-a-game scorer. You can do all the stuff that the other guys doing, but to relinquish that and just play a role and fit into that role. Like, I felt you supposed to make the All-Star team last year, that they didn't give you the props.
I thought so too, man. But it's different though, because I do it from the dunker position.
Yeah,
you
but
know what I mean?
But I feel like
a lot of the All-Stars, they do it from the guard position or like the center position. I'm working the baseline, you know what I mean? You don't really see that very often.
But
man.
I feel like you should, like when you're on a team, like and how you play, you should get rewarded for what you bring. Sometimes it don't be on the stat sheet. Sometimes you don't see it on the stat sheet, but you know, real ballers know that, like, his imprint on the game was different. But how is it for you to just mentally be like, I'm not going for top 5 in scoring or top 5 in rebounds. It's a key role that I got to play for us to be successful and for us to win, that I got to relinquish because you've been the man everywhere you went.
Shit, it was cool. You know what I mean? It was cool. I felt like I had years of my career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't having to do so much on the basketball floor. Shit, still do what I do when I came in the league. Defend, rebound, run, get the intangibles. Get your cuts, you know what I mean? Knock down spot up, make you spot up threes.
Yeah.
And like I said, guard, man. Bro, and then you got Jamal Murray, you got Nikola Jokić, and you got Michael Porter.
Yeah.
And like other pieces, KCP, Brucey B, Jeff Green, I felt like selfishly and like ego, like my ego is like, man, if you put me on a team with these guys, we're not losing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I felt. I could take a backseat to, I mean, of course, this is Nikola Jokić, bro. He do shit every day that it's like, damn, that was wild as hell.
Yeah.
I view your role in you kind of like how how Tricks was, Sean Marion for us, right? Like, Steve Nash was the MVP of the entire league, back-to-back years. But it's an argument to be made, Sean Marion was the MVP of our team. You see what I'm saying? The same way, like, you allow all of those different pieces to do everything. Like, you the guy that came in now we don't have to double this guy, we don't have to double that guy. We can put this guy on him and he's gonna hold pat. At the very least, he's gonna allow us to not double. Yeah. Not saying you're gonna completely shut this person down or whatever, but you're gonna allow everybody to look. Y'all mind y'all business, I got this over here. Yeah. And that's, people don't understand how valuable that is to a team.
For real.
And to be able to say, not only do I bring that, I'm gonna get you 10 plus rebounds, I'm gonna get tip dunks, I'm like you say, I'm a rim run, I'm a lane cut, I'm gonna be hell on that. And then I'm physical as fuck too, but at the same time, I can take that thing off the rim like Tricks, push it up and facilitate and start the break and set something up.
I love the Matrix, man.
So like,
I love the Matrix,
you remember
man.
that was always my comparison. Like, bro, he's like Sean 2.0 because he's taller and bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, he be like, Sean did it from a disadvantage. You doing it from a little more fair situation, but it's like, to me, it's the same thing. And it's like anybody, like, to play on your team, they can always sing your praises. Like, that's what all of us do with Tricks, because we, more than anybody, know the value. Outside of that locker room, like, nobody knows, like, a KCP out there, you didn't cover for him and because he did this and you came and erased some shit or whatever you did. Like, we know intimately what Tricks was like. Tricks was coming through helping, bro. Like, and I see the same thing the way you are. You basically a Swiss Army knife. You know what I'm saying? Like, one night you might hit 4, 5 threes, next night you might not take one and you just lock somebody up and get 16 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's basically whatever the team need, you provide. So like, that's a, you know what I'm saying? That's a dope position to be in and being a great, like, it won a championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, because what you did.
How have you ever had a center that dimes you up the way Joker dimed you up?
Hell nah. Hell nah.
Like guard, I know some of the passes I see Joker pass you, I'm like, guards don't even attempt that.
Yeah.
They won't even throw that.
Because he's playing at a different level. He's playing at a different plane. You see all that.
He just don't throw it up there.
Vooch could pass a little bit, but it's not like Yoke, man. I remember coming into Denver, I ain't really know much about Joker, because if you don't watch Denver Nuggets basketball, you don't even know really what the hype is about. You have no idea. I'm guarding somebody in the corner. We in transition. Vooch tried to front Yoke in transition. You can't front in transition, right? Yeah. So they lob it over the top. I sink down off of the corner, help Sean side corner to try and go take away the pass. He looked this way and then tipped the ball that way to my man in the corner like that. My man, and I think Gary Harris just spot up 3. I was like, oh, he's playing.
He's nice.
He's playing a different game. It's a different level. He's nice, dog. Y'all remember the inbounds pass he threw to me earlier in the year? It was a lob.
From half court, like from the other side of the court.
Bro, that's one of the best passes I've ever seen in my life.
That was crazy.
That's a hard pass.
I was in awe, bro. He threw that.
He threw it.
Full court. He threw that in a lob, bro. Come on, you can't even do that on 2K, man.
Hey, hold up. I want to go, like, since we talking about the big fella, I want to know, how was it when you went out to Serbia with him and kicked it with him after the championship?
It's cool, man. It's cool. Big fella get active, man. big fella get active. He get active.
Oh man, with the country, like, is he like? I heard him and what is it, Djokovic, Novak, Djokovic. They like the biggest things over there. Was it crazy?
Man, he's like the president, the mayor, the governor, the senator, whatever you want to call it out there, man. He's him. Yeah. and it's cool. Sombor is cool. He like, you can. It makes so much sense of why he's so successful. His values line up with winning. He works every single day. He works on his body. Every single day he eats right. Every single day he spends time with his family. And it's just like peaceful, calm. It takes time to say hi to all the people. So it's like, he's just like a good dude through and through, you know what I mean? So it's like, it only makes sense that like a good dude is winning. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because like, he takes care of his people, takes care of his town, and he's just like, and locked in. And then he just races his horses, man. He rides his bike through the town.
He rides a bike through the town?
He's gangster. He
By himself, just right.
He gangster, yo, gangster. He got a stable right next to a racetrack. So he raises horses and then he take his horses out and race on the racetrack. Yeah. I'm like, yo, like, who I got to talk to bet? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm trying to start the underground racehorse betting scene out there. He's like, no, we're not doing that here. You make 4,000 or 5,000 euros if you win with the horse. So he's happy with that, man. And it was cool, man. Good food, good people. It was a good time.
Talk to me about Jamal Murray, man. We talked to him and his nickname was Glitch.
Yeah.
And we felt like, damn, this shit was one of the coldest, the most appropriate nicknames there is.
That's a hard nickname.
Talk to me about Jamal Murray and just his game and when he's healthy and right, what he brings to y'all team.
It's the mentality, dog. He really got like a Kobe type of mentality. He is focused. He's disciplined. He only cares about hoop. You know what I mean? Like he eats, breathes, sleeps, all hoop. I mean, he got his baby girl now, so you know he's a little bit more of a family man. But everything he does is like so just like concise. You know what I mean? And it's nasty, bro. The way he get his buckets is nasty.
Nah, it's impressive.
He had some big buckets down the stretch.
Big buckets, you know what I mean? It's like a tween, step back tween. Bow. Nothing but that, you know what I mean? So he's doing that all game long. And he's just a problem, bro. He's a problem on the court just because he's so locked in mentally. And I think that's what he doesn't get enough credit for, and why he doesn't get enough credit around the NBA, because it's the inner workings of Jamal that make him so special. You know what I mean? It's not, sometimes he's gonna put up some godly numbers, but it's like how he conducts himself and how he prepares for the games and where he's at mentally. In between here, he's top 2, you know what I mean? Top 3 in the league.
The talk before the season was, you know, Denver, they getting better. They starting to be up at the 1, the 2, the 3, you know what I'm saying, of the Western Conference to get it, but they just don't get over the hump. What made last year like, nah, this the year that we the number 1 team in the West and we finna run through everybody and go to the championship and compete for it?
I think we was healthy. You know, I play a big part in winning the championship. So like being healthy, that's a huge advantage. And we had everything we needed. KCP, myself, we were on the defensive end, you know what I mean, locking shit. Then you had Brucey B and Jeff Green coming off the bench, which is like solid IQ veterans, dogs coming off the bench. You got MPJ, who's one of the best shooters in the game right now, just so you can't leave his body. And then that give Jamal and Jokić that give him space to run a 2-man game. You know what I mean? So I thought we had everything that we needed. Plus we had a young fella, Christian Brown. We had a rookie helping us too, man. So we had everything we needed.
How was it just going round for round? You know, you had Minnesota first, then
you had some hell of a defensive matchup.
Yeah, then
Anthony
you run to the Suns, and then you run to the Lakers. Like you had to guard from Anthony Towns, like he said, to Kevin Durant, to LeBron, Jimmy Buckets, some Anthony Edwards. Like the matchups, and especially for you, had to be big for y'all to go through them playoffs. How was them, each round was getting better and better and better, but y'all stayed solid in every round?
So just like Q was talking about, just trying to hold my own. You know, I mean, you're not gonna like stop players in the league, you know what I mean? Especially superstars. That's a myth, bro. That's a myth. You can't guard really anybody one-on-one and just completely lock them down. Right. Anybody really in this league. Unless it's the bums, you know what I mean? But I was just trying to hold my own, man, guard my yard. And Edwards, Karl Towns, Bron, KD, and Jimmy Butler. And then just try and do whatever I can just to make their life difficult. So at the end of the game, they're like, damn, I was working.
Yeah.
Out of that group, who for you in particular, who the hardest to guard? KD, Anthony Towns, LeBron, Jimmy Buckets, and Anthony Edwards.
I feel like Jimmy really. Jimmy, I think he was a little bit out of gas towards the end of it, just having to work so much. Yeah, he was going crazy in the earlier rounds. Like he's from the 50 bucks.
What was it?
What? So I think he was a little bit out of gas towards the end, but I think just his ability to kind of just work the game, you know what I mean, and stay poised. He has a little bit of everything. He can shoot the tray, he can shoot the midi. He's always moving on offense. He's cutting. He does all that little intangible things too. And then after that would probably be Ant Edwards. And young boy's nice.
Yeah. That man really nice.
So tell us, I kind of know a little backstory on, but I want you to tell us. Tell us how you ended up in the streets, no shirt on, walking with all the fans after the championship. How did that?
Shout out cuz we heard the backstory, but go ahead, you give it to the people.
Yeah, so after we won the championship, after we won it, it was a huge party in the locker room. You know what I mean? Champagne showers, everything's going crazy, cigars. I couldn't even get to my locker to like shower and change back into my clothes just because it was so flooded. So I was like, fuck it, I'm out.
You don't leave the club.
Yeah, I'll leave all that. I walked out basically shirtless. I still had my ankles taped, man.
Yeah.
I was like, I was gone. I'm walking out. I'm lit. We had the big bottles of champagne. I'm sitting in the car headed back to my spot because we're throwing a party. I got a lounge in Denver. And I'm in the car. I'm on the window of the car, like turning up, and then I get in the car, and then we're sitting on the way to the lounge, and it's gridlock, so you can't go anywhere. It's traffic. I'm like, man, I'm way too lit right now to just be sitting down. So I'm walking. It's only about a mile away. I hopped out the car and just started walking. All my friends was like, no, hell no. Hey, just stay in the car. I walk. You can just see people's heads start turning like that. You know what I mean? Like
you had double game shorts on and everything.
Yeah, the game shorts and everything. They were double taking. It turned from like 15 people to like 30 people to like 45 to like 60 to like 100, 150 people.
Yeah.
And we just turning up. There's fireworks and stuff. I feel like if I was a point guard, I probably wouldn't have made it, but I was a power forward. You know what I mean?
You still was over there.
You know what I mean? I was moving people out there. Man, if I was a 1 or 2, they would have been over, man. I'd have been still in that motherfucker.
How crazy was how you see the city, you know, Denver got diehard fans, they're Denver fans, but how you see the city just transform into this masterpiece of just so many people, and when you seen that clock wind down, that it's over, and you looking over the family, you looking at the confetti. How was that experience for you?
It's unreal, bro. It's unreal. It's like, I don't know how hard you work, how hard we work, and like all the days that you put in, countless hours, tireless hours.
To high school, all
high school, even like elementary, grade school. You know what I mean? Like. So just to see it come to like fruition and like see the confetti, and then like even it's a good sports town. Denver, a great sports town.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The Avalanche won a cup, Stanley Cup. Broncos won a Super Bowl. So we won a Larry O.B. Rockies got to get something going. But it's
Rockies do their thing. They be here every other year.
Yeah.
Tell me, how was it like from your personal perspective, and then just like the city's perspective? Like after y'all win the third game and y'all on the cusp, right? And it's that one last game. Like for you, the team, like what is that like when y'all like? Is it like kind of like shit? We know we about to do this, but don't nobody want to say it. Fuck it up. Like what is that vibe like right there where you know like y'all got the confidence, like we got this, but like don't nobody want to fuck off and say we doing. Like what's that vibe around the team when y'all show up after y'all handle business, y'all up 3 games, and then it's like y'all got a closeout game. Like what is that feeling between y'all teammates when you going around to and from, and just like what is going on around town, and what's that vibe? Your homeboys, your family, everybody like, is this about, you know what I'm saying? Like, like what's that vibe like? I see y'all got the goggles. How y'all preparing for all of this shit? Like what's all of that like?
You don't want to jinx it. You're right. You know what I mean? You don't want to jinx it.
You want to do this shit, but you don't want to do this shit. You want to be ready, but like, should I be ready? Like
exactly, real shit. Like They were like, you gonna have a party after the game? I was like, I don't know.
Right, like, don't say that.
Right, I don't know if I'm about to or not.
Yeah, I don't want to set up a party and we lose.
Man, that would be so corny, yo. You set up a party, you got streamers, you got balloons and shit. Y'all lose, y'all gotta go back to Miami. I was like, hell no.
Right.
I couldn't even sleep the day before the game, for real.
So much anxiousness.
So much anxiety. Even my shoe company, 361, they wanted me to wear like the championship shoes. And I couldn't even do that. You know what I mean? I was like, I gotta play in the shoes that I've been playing in. For real. I can't do none of
I'm
it.
gonna ride this one out. I ain't even getting no new ones.
Y'all send me the special shits for ring ceremony night.
Exactly.
And I know it's all good already.
You got them superstitions. Like, I done seen a lot of championship rings from TV. But when you see y'all championship ring, it's different. It's like got a little mini apartment. You can pull another ring out that jump. And it got
Shout
a
out
lot
Jay
of
Shine,
they got
Jason
a
of
lot of
Beverly
Rockies.
Hills
It
wing.
got a lot of rocks
Crazy.
on it
Jason
with the
Jewel.
the
Jason
Colorado
Bell.
Rockies on it. So how was it when you first, the ceremony of getting your ring and man, just seeing how they just got dope with it and added the other ring to it, where it's 2 rings in one, and the design of it.
One of a kind. Never seen no damn ring like that.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like, and it was like had like not secret compartments, but like secret like assets or whatever. Yeah, I don't even know what the word is. Like, yeah, you could pull out another little ring. It could be like an everyday type ring, something like that. And then there's like a little switch on it that you can switch, and it go from like blue to yellow diamonds.
Yeah.
It's ice cold. It's ice cold.
Yeah. Jay Shine. Shout out Jason of Beverly Hills. You did that,
You
Jay
did,
Shine.
man. It was like 75 on your hand. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
75 on your hand. So it's sick, man. It's sick, and it's like it's cool. It's like a key. You know what I mean? You walk around with that on, it's like it opens a lot of doors.
Yeah. Tell us about this guy. He don't get talked about as much, but I've been watching him since high school, and he's been a dog since high school, and that's Michael Porter.
Yeah.
Like, just telling his mentality, his scoring mentality, how he can shoot the ball. And he got hurt. Like, this ain't the Michael Porter that we was about to see, because he used to be athletic, dunking that thing as well as getting them other buckets.
Yeah.
But I feel like he don't really get enough credit for how good he actually is. And, we get the opportunity for somebody to talk about him.
MPJ, first off, he's one of the best shooters that our game has ever seen, y'all.
Yeah.
When it come down to it, for real, you put him up there in a shooting competition with the greats.
Yeah.
And as his career goes on, it will start to come around where it's like, okay, his shooting percentage is up there with the Rays, the Reggies, You know what I mean? Whoever, you stack him up. He got one of the prettiest jump shots of all time, bro. All time, for real. And he's just young. He thinks score, but like Mike not even really supposed to be playing basketball right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like the amazing, astounding thing about it. Like Mike had back surgeries. Like the doctor said he might never play again. Mm-hmm. So really everything that he doing now is like
a miracle.
Yeah, that's what
Shout
I'm
out
saying.
to
It's
Mike,
icing.
man.
Big shout out to Mike, man. He don't get enough credit, man, because he's one of them dudes that can go get 22, 24 a game.
Yeah.
20, you know what I mean? 23, 24 a game. And he's actually had to, play a role in his own right. And he's not used to that either. But listen, when we're all on the floor and Mike is making threes, it's a wrap.
It's hard to beat y'all.
It's a wrap because the spacing is too crazy.
Yeah.
He's 6'10". He can shoot over the top of anybody. And when he aggressive, we hard to beat.
Tell us about the like me and Q, when we play, we big on your teammates, the camaraderie of your teammates, going out to eat with your teammates, being over each other's house, throwing events or whatever. But you decided to build a whole, basically, compound.
My career.
Like that's
really
so
is.
My
that's so
career.
teammate friendly, where you can come and get you something to eat, you can come and work on your game, you can come and lift weights, you can come and sleep if you need to get some rest, and you can come and lounge, and it's basically private to you and your teammates. And the designs, like the people that you have put up across your gym, and you creating that for them. And I feel like that's big. You see, most teams win when they have that type of camaraderie where they chill with each other and be with each other all the time, and it be a brotherhood. But tell us why you did that and just tell us about it.
The game has given so much to me and my family. You know, I wanted to do something to get back to the game. You know, I want to reinvest back into that. So, it's almost like my spot's almost like a tribute to basketball. You know what I mean? So I got the warehouse. I built the court first and then built everything else around it. Put up like a bunch of I got Magic Michael and Bird in there, got Dr. J in there, and then I put up a bunch of other banners just to be surrounded by greatness, you know, and just make sure that, you know, if we have an off day, that the guys can come in and get some extra shots. They could live, they could take care of their body. Cause it is a brotherhood, you know what I mean? It really is a brotherhood in there. I got almost kind of like a lounge, it's kind of like a cafe almost downtown in Denver. Just cause I just needed to bring a little bit of sauce to the city. Yeah. Keep it a bean, keep it a buck. You know, I just wanted something to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? And have a place that I feel comfortable in, that I could bring my friends in, and that we could actually have a function, have a vibe in there for real. Yeah, exactly. Cause you know, if you go somewhere, it's cool, but you don't know who's gonna be in there. You don't know who's gonna be side-eyeing you. You know what I mean? You probably
so it's like a bar lounge type situation?
Yeah, it's kind of like a bar lounge that's downtown. And
I gotta salute you, right? Because I remember when you first was doing this, for those out there just thinking, he did this before he signed this extension. I remember having a conversation with Cuz, yo, bro, wait, what are you doing? We gotta make sure it work out first. I'm telling you, I was, on some OG concern, wait, he shouldn't do that with his bread. And then it was boom, he hit it. He got extended. We okay, he cool here. He cool. You know what I'm saying? Then, not knowing that the team would even come together like that, I was just concerned just from that standpoint. I remember him cuz, yo, man, it's going to be straight. And then, once it became legendary once you did it all out. But I just know that that took a leap of faith in itself for you to do something like that where you had just gotten to a team, you finished a half season there and then decide to do something like that. So for me, it was dope to see everything work out. And then, like you said, the finished product, you couldn't even imagine that. Y'all got a real my career joint up in there. That joint stupid dope and super salute on that. And I know nobody else, them young boys on the team appreciate it. Because us OG, we do our own thing. But the young boys, they get to come in somewhere that's not the real team facility and still get a team facility type feel and treatment and access to whatever that was over there is over here, but I ain't gotta be all up under that. That's what's up right there. I gotta give you some love on that.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? That's real.
Appreciate y'all looking after me too, man. I remember you was
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was damn.
It's
done already? They was he did. I was damn. Shit.
That's because you sent me double video. I'd be man, that's cold. That's cold.
When we started, Cuz started to send the videos, I definitely want to see that in real life. But I was yo, that's, that was my first concern, but then it was just yo, this shit dope. For real.
Tell me about the, cause y'all lost Bruce, y'all lost Jeff Green, but our young fella Peyton Watson is getting a lot of PT, and he out there playing that D. He blocking shots and all that stuff.
Athletic as
and you
shit.
got Bron stepping up
Nah, I like
How is it? Because I always thought y'all was a deep team last year, but when y'all lost them guys, I felt that y'all had already had players on y'all bench that can step up and be in them backup roles. But just tell us about the young fellas on them, because now they in pivot roles. They finna play now. They not just watching y'all win a championship. They finna play to try to compete for a championship. But tell us about, our guy, Peyton Watson and all these guys.
Man, they're great, man. They just want to learn.
Yeah.
P.Y. got everything he needs to be great in this league, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 6'7", 6'8", long, athletic.
Hops, yeah.
Great feel for the game. Yeah, could jump out the gym.
Confident, too.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. And it's just just blocking shit, just whooping shit, man. People trying to lay anything up around the rim, just whooping it off the backboard. And then CB, just a dog. Mm-hmm. You know, Christian Braun, just a dog, man. He
play hard, play all everywhere.
Yeah, no fear in him, you know what I mean? Going at people. It's hard to make up for the experience that Jeff brought, even to the locker room.
Right.
Yeah.
And
real
just,
OG.
Yeah, exactly.
Real OG.
Knows what he's talking about, knows how to he's one of them dudes that was playing playing chess while everybody else was playing checkers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And BB was another one of them dogs. It's hard to make up for them. So I think as the season go on, you're gonna start seeing a better Peyton Watson and a better Christian Braun, and as they get more and more games under their belt, they're gonna calm down and they're gonna start to find their rhythm, find their groove, and they're gonna start killing.
Yeah, because you got to find that right speed. You get out there and you get the zooming like Speedy Gonzalez, or you going too slow. But you got to find your speed of the game and how you work it.
It's a fact.
Your favorite dunk on so far in the league? Which one stands out the most to me?
People like him, that's hard.
You got a lot of bodies.
It's a hard question.
You got a whole couple of grades.
It's easy though. It's easy.
Oh, he say it's easy. I want to hear this.
A Christmas Day one.
Was that the damn near from the free throw line when you almost fell over?
No, it was like we had a Christmas Day game. It was the first time I played on Christmas Day last year. Mm-hmm. So I think we up one. We up one in overtime. The ball come to me. I'm down the right side of the court. Buddy trying to figure out if he's going to take a charge or go back to the
you took off him like the dive and fell all over him. He took off from outside.
Did they call a charge on that?
So at first they called a charge.
They had to change that bitch. Shit. The coldest part of the dunk was not only because, first of all, he took off from outside the lane. But it was one of them bitches that he was still going up when he banged it. He came with the left hand, the left hand almost grabbed him, and then he fell over him. I said, God damn. See, some of them done, I always like to say, God did two things with me. He stopped me at 6'6", 6'5", and he stopped me with my hops. Because I'd have been an old ignorant motherfucker. I'd have been doing, if I had hops like him, you and I know, I'd have been hurt out here from trying to dunk on people. And that's what that made me think of. Just when you got hops like him, bitch, I'll figure everything else out. I'm going to just take off with reckless abandon and go. That's how he took off, bitch, the rim. I don't care what's under me, and I don't care about landing, because he landed almost wild, but he was so athletic, he was able to pull it off. But I was like, God damn, that's just launchpad. I'm gonna figure everything else out. That's what that was. Boom, that shit was crazy.
Shout out to my guy Mo. What's up with the music career? Are you done messing with music, or you continue? It's just a lot of stuff been going on.
He had a diss track for D Wade though.
But my guy Mo, shout out to my guy Mo, man.
9 out of 10.
Diss track for D. What hit you with the bars, D Wade? Die line. Hey, boy, that shit was funny as shit. I remember when I was like, wait, what? They was like, hey, she got a diss track? I was like a record? Like a rap song? They was like, yeah. I was like, hold on. How did that come about, bro? I know it was all in good fun. It turned out it was in good fun.
I be forgetting about that. I play that back sometimes. I'm like, man, I really had bars for my guy.
So, bro, how did that come up and come about? Was y'all? I know you had to be laughing the whole time in the studio, bro.
I think it was during COVID too.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah! Ain't nobody had nothing to do.
We had shit to do. Yeah, shit to do. I was
that's funny.
Go ahead and get these bars on, man. No, we still working on the music thing, man. I had a meeting with Empire in Ghazi. It's called Level Up Media. Just trying to get him going. Working
Mo
with
still putting that fire out here.
Yeah, hell yeah. Working with
Ayo. Be eating them up every time.
You do, man. Mo doing this thing. So really just trying to look for a way to give a platform to some kids or up and coming youth. Me and Mo can give a platform. Ayo, we can all give a platform to some kids that wouldn't necessarily get a shot to make music. And I made a studio, so I'm gonna keep rapping
straight up
a little bit here and there.
That's what's up.
I mean, you like a different dude, man. You into a lot of different interests. You meditate. Mm-hmm. I done seen you paint before. You know what I'm saying? You any more acting coming up? You played my man Casper and Uncle Drew. I dug that. You know what I'm saying? He was like every hot AAU player on the circuit. Yo, you got the shoes, you got the gear. What's up? How was that for you? How did you like acting and doing the movie jig?
That's gonna be fun.
We done did all that too.
I'm already
know.
Yeah,
you know, Black. We out here SAG radio. You know what I'm saying? He was in Perfect Score.
That's
He did
what it
the
was,
Big
Perfect
Boy
Score.
movie
That's what it
with
was.
all the Avengers. Everybody
Yep.
went and became Avengers after him.
Yeah.
We trying to get him worked into one of the Marvels as the blackest one. You know what I'm saying? But he said, yeah,
The real
you know,
Dark Knight.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But how was that for you, man? We did Van Wilder back with Older with Ken. That's when we was in LA. But we done been on a couple sets and everything.
Yeah, I remember that. Y'all not gonna do more of it?
Hey man, call my phone.
I need 50 to come. I need
You know what I'm saying?
Word, straight up.
But what about you, bro? I felt like you was play out there. You was real natural with it, man. You had a lot of speaking parts. You had more than the average.
And you did a movie with legends, because there was a bunch of legends.
Yeah, straight up.
I think that was the coolest part about it.
Like how dope was that?
That was cool being with Reggie, Lisa Leslie, Shaq, Nate Robb, Lil Rel, Erica Ash. It was cool, man. I think that was the coolest part. Kyrie, like big shout out to Kyrie. That's my guy, man. For real. Like that's my brother. Even for giving me that opportunity, put me in that movie. Did the movie Hustle. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out a lot of different lanes, man. I'm trying to figure out multiple streams of revenue, multiple streams of income that are also fun. You know what I mean? That I also like to do. You know what I mean? Whether it be like entertainment. You know what I mean? Because we sports and entertainment. You know what I mean? Like we be on the stage every night. We go out there and be on the stage. So just trying to be on the stage in a different venue, something like that. Figuring out what the hell I'm finna do after basketball. You know what I mean? I don't know. So just trying to figure it out, bro. But I'll definitely do some more acting if I. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, call
hit
my
him up,
phone,
Hollywood.
man.
Hit AG up. You know what I'm saying? Holla at the kid. It's a champ, world champ in your movie. Go ahead.
Tell me about this. My guy Diego say he be killing you in that chest. So how your chess game looking, man?
Diego, you get me with that janky gambit, man. Diego's gambit. That's what you can call it, Diego's gambit. My chess game coming along. D Rose said he was gonna do a chess tournament.
Yeah, I seen
in
that
Vegas.
in Vegas, and did they wind up doing it?
They didn't end up doing it.
They stopped it. I think he changed it up or something.
Yeah, so I was like on my P's and Q's, man.
Yeah, that definitely.
I like
dope,
the D-Rose stepping out like that, starting to do different stuff and like really showing, you know what I'm saying, some of his personality. I like his evolution, man.
If you had to pick 4 other players to play with since all your teammates, and you had a bunch of teammates in Orlando and in Denver now, who would be the 4 players that you would build your ultimate team with?
It seemed like he got more places than that, but he ain't.
Nah, he just had a lot of players in Orlando because they was coming in and out.
A lot of shuffling the deck.
Man. Who I played with?
Yeah. Who would you build a 4?
I like my team that I'm with.
You like
now.
the team you won a championship with?
Yeah, but I'll tell you, like, I was thinking about this the other day, like some of the most influential people, most influential players in my life. And like first, not in the league, it would have to be like Romar, Goody, like Willie Green.
Yeah.
You know, I played with Willie Green. He was a good one.
Yeah.
Man, who else? Kobe, like RP Kobe, like Kobe, that's 4. And then like Magic, I guess. You know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah. In the league, I think like some of the people that would probably had the biggest impact on my career.
Yeah. That's Drew Good for y'all folks.
Yeah,
Drew
Good. Still in the NBA, the guys that probably had the biggest impact on my career, Nikola Jokić.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That boy, man, changed my whole thoughts.
Thinking,
yeah, he changed my whole IQ on basketball, how you approach the game and how you work towards the game.
Yeah.
How you see the game. I think Kawhi Leonard, we spent a little bit of time last summer together, just like kind of working out, being in the gym. He's another one that's like changed my approach on how to like work the game. Kyrie, just been talking to him back and forth. Paul George, you know, he was just cool as hell. You know what I mean? From when
Paul is just like his game, smooth,
smooth,
man. Just
bro.
cool,
you know
dude.
what I mean? Yeah, he came out to Orlando when I was still working in Orlando. We was all at Crest. I was gonna take care of the tab for him and his table. He had already taken care of it for me and my table. I was like, damn, smooth, man. Draymond. So I think them 5 right there, they probably be the most influential people in my game, in my career thus far. And then like probably like Steph Curry, you know what I mean? Just seeing a little light-skinned motherfucker running around killing people,
up.
you know what I mean?
Straight up.
Talk to me about Coach Michael Malone, man. I had the pleasure, like when I played here in Orlando, his dad, Brendan Malone, was my assistant, and then I worked with Coach.
His dad.
Yeah, definitely rest in peace to his dad. One of the best people you ever would have met, man. But I also worked with him in Detroit because he was with Stan when we went and joined the Detroit organization. So he always talked about, Coach Mike Malone. He had been in the league in Cleveland. I had gotten to see him a little bit. I didn't ever actually know him, but just talk about Coach Michael Malone and how tenacious he is. I know how he is and how he's built his makeup just from his dad. Dad was a real one, boy, real one. Yeah. And just talk to me about, I love the way when this season started, how all of his sound bites and sound clips was like last year was over. And I feel like that y'all translated that message the way y'all came out playing. Like he came out, and he's one of those guys that he's a straight liner, he shoots straight, he not gonna bullshit you, and he gonna coach the hell out of y'all. He ain't gonna back down for nobody. And I feel like y'all have taken his message and came out this year and haven't played like, oh, we on the, how people say they got the championship hangover. Y'all ain't had none of that. Y'all came out from early. I mean, as of late, you hit a little bit, but I'm just saying, like at the early start, like y'all came out firing on all cylinders though from the early start. I know it's gonna be some ups and downs, but
I
just
still
talk
got
about
that championship hangover. I ain't even gonna hold you, dog. I'm still in Geneva. You know what I mean?
What's in Geneva?
I'm still in Spain right now. Yeah, I'm still in Marbella, man. It's gonna take a couple more games for me to get back. I'll tell you that right now.
Hey, we gotta get AG back stateside.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to come back stateside. It's tough.
He's still in Geneva, in Spain.
It's tough.
But talk to me about, Coach Malone, how it was like when you first got there and, up until now.
Like you said, he a straight shooter. Like he's gonna call a spade a spade. He's not gonna bullshit you. He's gonna tell you exactly what it is. And he's just so damn competitive. And I love that in a coach. You know what I mean? He's fired. They're going to 4-0 run. So they was down 2 and now they up 2? Nah, hell no. Nah. We talking that over. Timeout, man. We talking that over. He's a little bit of a player's coach. You know what I mean? He let me rock out. When I first got here, he said, AG, just be you. Just be Aaron Gordon. And that's gonna be enough for us. I was like, okay, cool. So he let me rock out. He let me get my post ISOs. He let me get my wing ISOs. He let me like do some shit here and there. You know what I mean? Try some shit. You know what I mean? And he don't really trip because he knows that on the defensive end I'm working. You know what I mean? I'm doing a lot of intangibles. So he cool, man. Earlier in the year, man, I still had that hangover championship for real, and I was like real frustrated with myself. And I was like letting that frustration kind of like take over and like kind of come out towards like the coaching staff. And I was like, man, basically, man, I'm off that, I'm off this, you know what I mean? What the fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all ain't talking about shit, right? You know what I mean? And they could see that I was frustrated. And he called me into his office. I was like, shit, man. Like, you know how it goes.
I went too far now.
You know what I mean?
Gotta go to the principal's office.
That's exactly what it was. So he called me into the office and we had a good conversation, heart to heart. You know what I mean? We talked about his late pops, and we talked about how, he always wants to make sure that he's taking care of the person before the player.
Straight up.
And then we got down to like what it really was that was going on between both of us. And it's cool, man. That's my guy. I got his back. I'll run through a wall for Mike Malone.
That's dope, bro. This is my guy. We go back to Detroit. I want you to talk about KCP, man. I feel like he's one of the most underrated players in the league for what he brings to a team.
Straight up.
And I feel like only the team and the teammates and the players that he's doing it for really, really have a real true understanding of how valuable and what he truly brings. Like I watched him when we were in Detroit. He's a 2-guard who constantly is guarding whoever it is, 1 through 3, the best perimeter, he got him. I don't care if it's Steph, I don't care if it's Anthony Edwards, I don't care if it's LeBron, I don't care who you talking about. He guarding one of them players unless like with you, he got a player like you that could guard LeBron. But other than that, when he was with us in Detroit, I watched him. Steph, Russ, this person, this night, and I'm talking about like he not getting 25 shots, he not getting 20 shots, he not getting 15 shots. He may get 12 or something like that on a good day, but like,
right.
Nothing to say, gonna run, and I'm talking about Every year since we've been in Detroit, he's one of the league leaders and them dudes that run all of the miles when they show who ran the most miles in the league this year. Constantly at the top of the minutes per game and all of that. The boy go about his business without saying nothing, bro. He got the hardest defensive assignment, one of the hardest defensive assignments every night. And he take that and he go out there and he do his damn job. I'm talking about drawing charges, hawking motherfuckers, making it hard as hell for people to do their thing. And just talk about him as a teammate, bro, what he bring, because I feel like he's easily one of the most underrated people, and no secret that he's been a part of a couple championships now. One with the Lakers, one with y'all, and he was integral in both of them. You don't get him without him, you know what I'm saying? I feel like.
Yeah, KCP. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Straight up.
I'm trying to tell you. They said KCP stand for Keep Championship Players.
Hey.
Lakers was never supposed to let him go.
Straight up.
They never supposed to let him
Never
go.
supposed to keep championship players. They was never supposed to let him go. I'm glad they did, because he's a huge part of the reason why we won a championship. Because he knew how to do it. You know what I mean? He knew how to accept that.
Play the right way.
Yeah, and right. I thought I was good at defense until I saw KCP play defense.
That boy
He blowing up screens. He getting deflections, steals. You can't turn around and fade on KCP. He's stripping that shit down low.
Hands
every
good.
time.
Bro, this generation don't fight and get over screens. I see Pope do that.
Yeah, dude.
He getting over that, getting
the
offensive foul because he getting over, because they not used to people getting over. Like, people don't even understand that. Yeah. Like, that boy, I'm talking about a for real dog, bro. I watched him stand, challenge him, do this. Pope out there. Yeah. 100 miles per hour, going, boy. That boy be going so fast sometimes he can't even slow down to do layups and shit. He be flying. I'm talking about Pope be moving, bro. You know what I'm saying? You done seen him in practice or something. Like, God damn, this couldn't even slow down to make the layup. He was going so fast.
Yeah, if he made layups, he averaged about 24.
That boy be, I'm telling you, bro.
But he first team, bro. KCP is first team all NBA defender. So it's not even
there, bro.
It's not even a question, bro. Y'all got to put KCP on the NBA first team. It's no question.
Start, bench, trade. You got to start one, bench one, trade one. Melo, KD, T-Mac.
Ooh.
Who do you start? Who do you bench?
My bro, I'm home for that. That was disrespectful.
Ooh. Ooh.
You said Melo, KD, T-Day?
KD, T-Mac. That's some heat.
Damn, that's tough, boy. That's tough.
There's a lot of buckets right there.
It's hard to cut any of them.
No, trade.
Trade.
Oh, okay. Okay, trade.
They too good to cut. You gotta trade.
All right, cool. All right. I'm gonna start K.
Understandable.
I'm gonna bench T-Mac.
Understandable.
Trade.
I'm gonna trade Melo. That's a tough one, though.
Yeah, that is. That's the threes right there, man.
It's tough.
Hey, that's what I want to know. You can't put your my player shit in there because we already know that's cold. But when you got the bag, not what you did for mom or dad, what did AG do for AG? Like, whether it was a chain, a car, whether it was a guitar, whatever. I want to know, what did AG spend that bag on once you got a little pocketbook money for yourself?
I picked up a whip. Yeah, a Jaguar. I wanted the old school, like an old school Jag, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But my agent talked me out of it. He was like, nah, man, you want to get the new school.
Fuck that old shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's how I feel. He had an old school. I ain't never
I got an old school. I just got a Pontiac GTO. Like, that shit is clean, bro.
Yeah, I had a Pontiac Granville 75.
The old school's where it's at, though. Love the old schools.
I like new shit.
30s on that bitch.
I like new shit.
I got 28s on my box shelf.
See?
I put them 30s on that.
Yeah, I got a Jaguar. I got a whip.
Man, that's it, man. A rap from City Beautiful, man, with the one and only A-Jeezy. Aaron Gordon back in the 01 time. Champ in the building. Came back with a big old ring. A big old ring, baby. Tap in.